And for our next story, we're going to talk about Google. Some Google engineers doing some hackalations and hacking, doing some emulation stuff, which makes me excited because I'm getting really into emulation lately, and I'm glad to see that it's still thriving. Google engineers modded a PlayStation Portal to emulate PSP games. You don't know what a PlayStation Portal is? It's this thing right here. It looks like they took a they took a controller. They took a PlayStation controller and they just stretched it out and they stuck a screen in the middle. Yeah, it looks like at first glance it looks like one of those fancy phone controllers where you can stick your phone in there and it connects via Bluetooth and you have a controller. That's what it looks like. But the PlayStation Portal has been released. It is out right now. So this is what happened. Two Google engineers claim to have just jailbroke, or I'm sorry, I don't know if the word is jailbroke, but they've gotten emulation to work on the PlayStation Portable. On the PlayStation Portal. Gosh, why they got to be P's? PlayStation Portal. They got a PlayStation Portable to work on a PlayStation Portal. You got that? A photo shows Grand Theft Auto Liberty City stories running on the system. Andy Nguyen, one of the engineers, says that no hardware, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, that no hardware modifications were required to make the emulator run, and that project took more than a month of hard work to see through. You know what? He probably got paid to do this at Google. They tend to do that kind of stuff. And his tweet says, after more than a month of hard work, the PPSSPP is running natively on the PlayStation Portable. Yes, we hacked it with help from XYZ and Zeta 2. Discovered that the PS4 and the PS5 exploits he has discovered PS4 and PS5 exploits in the past. It's not clear if he will detail how it's working or will release a jailbreak so that folks can install the emulator with relative ease. There's no release plan in the near future, just much more work to be done. So that's cool. That's cool. I'm pretty sure Sony doesn't like this. Yeah, Win. Oh, there we go. Win. There we go. Win. I don't know why I want to pronounce the N. That's his name, Nguyen. Win. Not the win. Win. I'm pretty sure Sony's not happy about this because a lot of the big companies, Sony, Apple, Nintendo, Microsoft, everybody, a lot of the big companies, they look at emulation as a blow to their bottom line. And in the business world, and in actuality, it actually is. It is a blow to their bottom line. But I don't care. As a consumer, I want to be able to retain the things that I buy in the future. We have learned our lessons so many times that if we put our trust in these companies, they will not be looking out for the consumer when it comes to things you buy, especially digital things that you buy. Look at what Sony did with the recent fiasco they had with people buying movies on PlayStation, and now those movies got deleted. The same is true for like live service games. I've talked about this in the past, why I just don't like this whole situation. You put your trust in these companies to believe that they're going to keep these games, these movies, this media around indefinitely, and they can remove it anytime they want. Emulation protects that. So when you buy a game and you're able to emulate it, that means you can play it anytime you want, wherever you want, on just about any device that you want, which to me seems fair if you've initially purchased the game. And they'll be like, well, why not? You only purchase a license to play the game. You have to stick to. I know that. But it's still one of those situations where we're getting the short end of the stick. Consumers are getting the short end of the stick, and emulation is one way to kind of even the playing field to say, hey, when I buy this game, I'll be able to play this 10 years from now to show my family or show my son or grandson or whatever this game I used to play, instead of going, oh, I don't remember what that game was. I wonder if I can go play it. Oh, let me go to this store shop. Oh, I got to pay $50 to play it again, even though I bought it in the past and I can't run it on anything else. So emulation is cool, man. So I'm glad to see that more engineers are still doing emulation on devices. I remember the PSP had emulation on it. A lot of devices. I mean, you guys have seen my videos on iPhone, like jailbreaking and how people jailbroke the phones to get things to run the way they want to. But this one's going to be the PlayStation Portal, this newest device that some people have. I only know one person that had one, and I asked him in our community how it was, and he hadn't replied to me. I got a bad feeling about that. So check this out. This is over in Gadget.com. You can get your PlayStation Portal to do PlayStation Portable emulation via this hack if he releases it. I hope he does release it, and you can get more PSP games to play on this device. So check it out. Engadget has a story.